Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Landan with LMR.com. In this video, we're gonna be checking out some RTR goodies. These goodies consist of the RTR upper grill, the RTR lower grill, and then the RTR corner grill. So we'll go ahead and start with the star of the show, the RTR upper grill. For those of you that don't know, on other generation of the Mustang, some of the signature RTR styling was this lighted grill area. These are actually air intakes on the 7th generation Mustang, and RTR is calling this the LED accent lighting for the air intakes. The LED accent lighting is plug and play. Once you get everything apart, there's some factory lights in here, grill lights that Ford installed. You're gonna remove those, you're gonna disconnect them, and then you're gonna plug in your LED accent lighting, which couldn't be any easier. They have a UV coating, so they're gonna last a long time. They're not gonna delaminate or get all cloudy and crusty. And then they also incorporate the switchback functionality. So whenever the left-hand blinker, the right-hand blinker, or the flashers are triggered, they will emit the correct amber color. As far as the design goes, RTR is calling this their signature pill pattern design. Personally, I think it looks really cool. It kind of shifts the profile of that honeycomb just a little bit, gives it that unique look. What I like personally on the upper grill, I like this lower shelf down here at the bottom. It's kind of separated by these vertical gussets. There's nothing impeding that area there. So that kind of breaks up some of that pill pattern design, because I know in other grills and such in the aftermarket, you know, this whole section would just be, you know, either the honeycomb or pick your design of what it is, and it just looks busy. So this shelf here really just breaks up all that and adds a nice touch to the upper grill. This is finished in a satin black automotive grade paint, and then the upper grill will fit 2024 and newer EcoBoost and GT models. All right, so down here on the lower grill, this is gonna be GT only. Really not much to talk about, simply because it's a lower grill and it's gonna share that same pill pattern design as the upper grill. This does work with adaptive cruise control and the safe and smart package. It's finished in that same satin black automotive grade finish. And then tying both of these together, kind of the supplemental complementary piece, if you will, is the RTR corner grills. They're finished in that same satin black automotive grade paint. They have the pill pattern design. They're GT only, and they will work with the performance pack option that has the oil cooler on this side. Again, the corner grills kind of tie everything together and really make the front of the 7th generation Mustang look really good. And for those of you out there that are wanting the complete RTR look, this is the route I would go. I would just go ahead and just purchase it all. Obviously, if you have a GT, if you have an EcoBoost, the upper grill is all you're going to be able to benefit from. Obviously, to install the upper grill, the lower grill, and the corner grills, you're gonna have to remove the front bumper. We've already set aside separate videos. We'll have those linked for you down in the description. Not much hardware associated with this stuff, so if there's any applicable torque specs, we'll leave it for you down in the description. And as far as a list of tools go, we'll leave a list of tools as well. That's pretty much a rundown of the grills, so we'll go ahead and get started with the install. With the front bumper removed from the car, lay it face down on a padded surface or a thick blanket. Dislodge the harness clip with a plastic pry tool. Use a pry tool to gently depress the locking tabs securing the impact absorber. When all the tabs are released, remove the impact absorber. Disconnect the electrical connections for both grill lights. Dislodge the clips securing the harness to the upper grill. Loosen and remove the 7mm bolts securing the grill lights, and then remove the lights. There are 2 bolts per light. Depress the tabs on the locking clips and slide the clips towards the center of the grill to remove them. Use a pry tool and dislodge the tabs holding the upper grill to the bumper. Start on either the driver or the passenger side and work towards the opposite end, alternating from top to bottom. Once all the tabs are disengaged, remove the upper grill from the bumper cover. Go ahead and use this opportunity to clean up the area using a microfiber towel and a waterless wash product. Align the slots in the RTR grill with the tabs on the bumper cover. Engage the tabs one by one, working from left to right. Reinstall the locking clips in the correct orientation. Before installing the grill lights, verify that the pins are straight in the connectors and the rubber grommet is fully seated. If needed, straighten the pins with a small flathead screwdriver. Following inspection, snap the driver's side light into place. Do the same for the other side. Connect both lights to the OEM connectors. Take the supplied RTR harness and locate the end with the fused leg. This connector will connect to the passenger side light. The other connector, with just one wire grouping, connects to the driver's side light. Reinstall the OEM harness clips into the slots on the RTR grille. Do this for both sides. Use the provided zip ties and secure the small connectors to the large connectors. Neatly route the RTR harness from light to light alongside the OEM harness. I use my own zip ties here since I used more than what was provided. Once you get everything situated, go back and cut all the straps flush. If you're just installing the upper grille, reinstall the impact absorber and reattach the OEM multi-pin connector. On EcoBoost models only, install the block-off plates onto the back of each light. There is a gloss black side and a textured side. Pick which finish you like best and determine the correct side by matching up the screw holes. If you like the glossy side, be sure to remove the protective film. Hand tighten the provided screws to secure each block-off plate. The wiring procedure for the upper grille will continue after we install the RTR lower grille and corner grilles. Now let's switch gears to the lower grille. With the impact absorber still removed, remove the harness clips from the slots in the lower grille. Loosen and remove the 4 7mm screws securing the bottom of the lower grille. Use a pry tool and dislodge the tabs holding the lower grille to the bumper. Start on either the driver or passenger side and work towards the opposite end, alternating from top to bottom. With all the tabs disengaged, remove the lower grille from the bumper cover. Go ahead and use this opportunity to clean up the area using your microfiber towel and waterless wash product. Align the slots in the RTR grille with the tabs on the bumper cover. Engage the tabs one by one, working from left to right. Reinstall the 4 OEM screws and hand tighten. Reinstall the impact absorber and reattach the OEM multi-pin connector. Continue watching to see the installation procedure of the corner grilles, or skip ahead if you need to see the wiring procedure for the upper grille. If you're ready to reinstall the front bumper, go ahead and reverse the removal steps. Alright, so to remove the corner grilles, start by removing the 4 7mm screws securing the OEM grille cover to the bumper. If you have a GT with performance pack or a Dark Horse car, there will be a cooling duct affixed with these screws as well on the driver's side. Depress the tabs on the locking clip and slide the clip out of place to remove it. Use a pry tool and dislodge the tabs holding the corner grille to the bumper. Remove the grille and wipe down the area using a microfiber towel and a waterless wash product. Align the slots in the RTR grille with the tabs on the bumper cover. Engage the tabs one by one. Reinstall the locking clip. Clean up the grille cover with a microfiber towel and some all-purpose cleaner. Before reinstalling the cover, we'll need to cut threads in the RTR corner grille. To do this, take one of the screws and carefully thread it into all 4 attaching locations. Position the cover into place and hand tighten the 4 screws. Do the same for the other side. Continue watching if you install the RTR upper grille, as we'll show the wiring procedure. If you're ready to reinstall the front bumper, reverse the removal steps. Alright, continue with the wiring procedure for the upper grille. Place the front bumper as close to the car as you can while still allowing yourself some working room. Take a welding rod or something similar and feed it between the air intake duct and core support until it exits just behind the windshield washer reservoir. Tape the fused and the ground leg of the RTR harness to the welding rod. Gently pull the rod through the core support and into the engine compartment. As it's needed, move the bumper closer to the car. Remove the tape and set the welding rod aside. Hang the bumper from the posts on the core support. Reconnect the main electrical connection. Depress the lock tabs on the fuse box cover and remove it. Remove the number 23 10 amp fuse. Save this fuse as a spare, so keep it in your glove box. For additional working room, dislodge the tab on the sealed electrical component attached to the fuse box and position it out of your way. Use a pair of cutters and cut reliefs in the fuse box walls for the wire to pass through. To clean up the cuts, use a round file. If you have to reposition any of the fuses because they're in your way, just remember where they go once you're finished. Use some compressed air to blow away the shavings. Pull the RTR harness towards the fuse box. Route the fused leg into the fuse box and insert the fuse into the number 23 location. Route the ground wire around the fuse box and towards the strut tower. Loosen and remove the lug on the shock tower with an 8mm socket. Position the ring terminal into place and retighten the lug. Use the supplied edge clips to secure the harness to the car. Reposition the previously removed electrical component. Verify that the wire within the fuse box is situated within the relief cuts and reinstall the cover. Neatly secure the RTR harness alongside the OEM harness in front of the strut tower. Cut the straps on the zip ties. Reconnect the negative battery cable and test for operation. You want to test all functions of the grille lights. This includes the left and right hand blinkers, and emergency flashers. Once all functions have been confirmed, you can now reverse the removal procedure for the front bumper to reinstall it. After that, you're good to go. All right, everybody, so that's going to wrap things up. There's the quick overview and a rundown of the installation procedure for the RTR upper grille, RTR lower grille, and the RTR corner grills for the 2024 and newer S650 7th generation Mustang. As always, we hope you find value in what we do. Consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. And then until we catch you in the next one for all things S650 Mustang, keep it right here with the Real Enthusiasts, LMR.com.